Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the playoffs of Season 3. We are finally here. We kicked off Season 3 of the Trivia 10 back in August of 2024, and here we are every week, twice a week. Uploads have been happening. No weeks missed. Here we are in the final season of the Trivia 10, at least for now. There's no plans for Season 4 as of now, so a lot of pressure here. There's for you two to try and run the table to try and get to the championship here. But we have the Quad 3 champion in Gooch facing off against the Quad 2 wild card of Wafellow. Let's go ahead and look at what the bracket overall is looking like. So you guys are in the upper right quadrant here. Winner of this matchup will face off against the winner between Jonathan Fuji, the film drunk, versus George Carmi. Then on the other side, we have Doug Holler, who won Season 1. We have Kit Laser, Mr. Movies Are Therapy. And then we have Josiah Coops and Harry Argyle in the bottom left. So this is the bracket of 8 fellas that are fighting to try and make it into the championship, going to the Final Four right now. We're in the Elite 8 round. But let's go ahead and get into this thing. New episodes every Tuesday and Friday. How are you feeling coming into this? We'll start with you, Gooch. So you're the Quad 3 champion coming into this. You knocked off Harry, but you see he's still sitting there in the playoff bracket, lurking. So how are you feeling coming into this?
Yeah, I want Harry dead, at least from this tournament. He terrifies me. I don't know how I got one over on him last time. I feel rusty, though. It's been a while. And my girlfriend's birthday was last night, so I'm battling through a brutal hangover right now.
Nice.
Not making excuses, but if I start mixing some things up, there's a reason why.
How about you, fellow? It's how you feeling coming into this?
Yeah, no, the first couple that I did, I kind of absolutely owned my opponent, and then I got owned after that. So it's been a while, and this tournament, these Elite 8, it's the best of the best. So I will not feel bad if I lose, but I am wanting to win. I will try my best.
Well, only one of you will be advancing as March Madness basketball is going on. We also have Trivia Madness. So the sections here, same exact thing as you guys went through in your quad playoffs to get to Gucci winning it all. And then Wafellow, you got to the championship, so you at least went through a couple rounds of this. But what it's going to be is real reveal. Then 3 strikes, you're out with a different prompt. And then the real sabotage round. So we'll see if you guys are going to go with your same strategies, tweak your strategies, try something new, invent something new because it's been so long. Who knows? But let's go ahead and get into this thing. First up, we have Wafellow. So, Gooch, you can take a seat back while you watch Wafellow go. So, board is yours, 150 points. Which clue do you want to start with first?
Okay, I think I normally start with your last 8 watched because it's one of the lowest points, and I'm pretty good at remembering when I've watched stuff. So sometimes that helps me. Let's go with that.
All right. Yep, last 8 watched for just 2 points. You have this rated, but there's no diary dates.
That's the only time it's not helpful. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that is helpful. I know it's not a movie that's come out in the last couple of years, probably. So,
well, and Letterboxd they recently had an update, which makes it even trickier because I used to be able to say like you didn't have a diary date, but it says like you rated it like how many months ago. But the new update like doesn't tell you how long ago anyone rates things. So all I can tell you is you rated it, but there's no date.
Interesting. Okay, so now comes the time where do I go for something big? And go ahead and knock off like 20, 25 points, or do I keep trying to knock away at the little ones? Given the fact that there's no date on this, I feel like I need to go for a big boy thing and see if I can get it. So let's go lead actor. Let's go ahead and do that.
Lead actor is Jodie Foster. Jodie Foster is the lead actress of this movie. 25 points.
That's not helpful enough. It needed to be more helpful. Jodie Foster. Okay. Yeah, let's just do number of words in the title.
Number of words in the title for 4 points. There are 5 words in this title.
Oh, goodness.
5 words.
And I rated it. Okay.
Yep, it's rated in your Letterboxd.
Okay. I feel like I need another big one, let's do release year. I know that's not the biggest, but
release year for 12 points, 1991. 1991.
the frick was I watching from 1991? Dang it. And 5 words are in the title.
And rated means you do have a score for it. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
You didn't just put it up there. Yep.
I'm going to blame mine on a hangover that I definitely had. Yeah. Second build actor. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Second build actor of Anthony Hopkins.
Silence of the Lambs.
There you go.
There
Anthony Hopkins, Jodie Foster unlocks it for you.
I almost did second build actor before first build actor, and I think I would have gotten it. Dang it.
Yeah, Anthony Hopkins, iconic. So 87 points of what you get there, which honestly, the way you're trending with, like, it clearly just wasn't coming to you. I thought that could have been a disaster, but
it could have been way worse. Yeah.
A big problem people have is like sometimes they go for all the small ones and still don't get it, and then they have to go for the big ones anyways. And we're talking, 40s, 50s. So 87 is what you start with here. Gooch, your
Good
turn.
poster.
So Wafellow, you can take a seat back. Yeah, good poster indeed. Gooch, where do you want to start for your first clue?
Ooh, I feel like I have some points to give now. I'll start on third build actor.
Third build actor for the start. You have Mr. Joseph Gordon-Levitt in the third build for 15 points.
Ooh.
Anything coming to mind there immediately?
Yeah, he's liable to show up in some random spots though. So I'm worried.
He's a kind of a career third build kind of guy.
Yes, exactly. I will say this kind of eliminates anything from the past 10 years. It feels like he has disappeared off the face of the earth. Can I get... Ooh, is there a year? Yes, can I... 12 points for the release year. Ooh, I don't know if I want to do that. Let's go with cinematographer.
Cinematographer for 10 points. Mark Irwin. You know Mark Irwin?
That's not coming to me. Not coming to me one bit. Let's go number of words in the title.
Number of words in the title for 4 points is 6 words in this title.
Good Lord. What could this possibly be?
No shame in getting your fingers out in front of you and counting with your hands and trying to.
Yeah.
Remember when I got Kingsman and I couldn't get the rest of it? That was like
bummer.
Kingsman, the golden circle, and I was like the yellow sphere.
That's where I'm at. I'm like scraping through my mind for franchise films starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt that isn't The Dark Knight Rises. So many words in a title. Damn. I think I'm gonna have to go second build actor.
You're gonna have to go second build actor. That would be Julia Stiles.
Stiles. This is young JGL. What this is 10 Things I Hate About You.
It is 10 Things I Hate About You, the 6-word title. Heath Ledger obviously being the lead actor there. Julia Stiles, though, I'm glad that got it for you because I feel like that's no disrespect to Julia Stiles, but that's an actress that's like right for these kind of clues where like you can see the name and be like, that's just not coming to me.
Yep.
But you got it there. So you have a lead of 14 after the first round. We still have 2 rounds left, so it's 101 to 87. So still very much anyone's game.
It's not terrible.
Now we're going into the 3 strikes you're out. So as we do, I will click to the next slide here, and we will have a prompt, and based on the movie wheel, which this is like the 3rd episode in a row, I've forgotten who to get it prepped. So I'm typing on the fly. So we got Wafellow and we got Gooch, and we're just going to do it on my phone. We'll get this thing spinning to see who gets to go first. So let's see. Is it showing up there? And can barely even see my own webcam. Nice. No focus, but it landed on the blue. Wafellow. Okay. Wafellow gets to go first.
Okay.
So once I go to the prompt, you'll tell me one of the answers. Again, it's the same exact thing as last time. And once one of you gets 3 strikes, the other one will keep going until they get 3 strikes as well. But here we go. Here's what the prompt is. Name the top 5 highest grossing, so the movies that made the most money, live action movies, so eliminate any animated from your mind, live action movies, highest grossing from these 3 actors. We have the top 5 Ryan Reynolds, we have the top 5 Adam Sandler, we have the top 5 Jim Carrey. So 3 comedic actors. Wafellow, you're up first. So what's the first one you want to go? You can go any order, any actor, whatever you want.
Great. Yeah, let's do Deadpool.
Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds is in there at the 3 spot. So over to you, Gooch. 10 points goes to Wafellow.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Darn it.
Deadpool and Wolverine, logical next one. That's going to be in there at the 1 spot at 1.34 Billy. Back to you, Wafellow.
Deadpool 2.
Yeah, there you go. That's the little luck of the draw of the wheel. Kind of gives you the 2 out of the 3 to go under your belt. So Deadpool 2 in there at the 2. Back to you, Gooch.
Can I get Grown Ups 2?
Grown Ups 2 is going to be in there at the 2 for Adam Sandler.
Interesting.
In the 2 spot.
Oh, his number 2 is only 247 million.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Let's see. How much money did Free Guy make? What else has he been in? I know it's like a cult classic, but I don't feel like this got a lot for Adam. Let's go The Grinch for Jim Carrey.
Nice. Sneaking in there at the 5. The Grinch for Jim Carrey. 10 points. Off. Back to you, Gooch.
Made $348 million. Good Lord. I didn't realize Jim Carrey was making it like that then.
I didn't realize Adam Sandler was not making it like that. 247 million being his second highest.
Yeah. Kind of throwing me off. Let's try Grown Ups, the first one.
That'll be in the 1 spot. So
Okay.
unlike Deadpool, where like the sequels made more, Grown Ups 2 made less. People were out on the Grown Ups franchise. So that's the number 1 though. 10 points tied up 30-30 for this round. Back to you, Wafellow.
Let's go The Truman Show, Jim Carrey.
The Truman Show, not on there. So that'll be your first X.
All right.
What a good pull. Back to you, Gooch.
Definitely one of his best.
For sure.
Not one of his most.
Absolutely.
Let me think. Can I get X-Men Origins Wolverine?
For
Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, yeah, just had to clarify. But that's actually not going to be in there. Not going to be in there. Great pull as well, though. Back to you, Wafellow. Starting to get tricky now.
Yeah, what's the top 4 Jim Carrey? Like, Truman Show wasn't on there. Like, yeah, let's try it. Sonic had to have made a lot of money, right?
Sonic is going to be your second X today.
What?
That's crazy.
Sonic didn't make more than $300 million. What?
Gooch,
that's pretty crazy. That threw me off. I was like,
going to guess all the Sonics. Oh, God.
That completely slipped my mind. No, now I feel like...
I don't feel bad about that at all.
I'll take Sonic 3. I'll try it.
Sonic 3 will be in there at number 1.
I'm going to freaking lose it. All right. If I lose on this, I don't care. Sonic 2.
You are going to be safe with Sonic 2, though. That's the 3.
So just Sonic 1.
Yeah. So surprise! I don't know. Good gamble by them to greenlight after Sonic 1 didn't make it as much, but I think COVID might have hurt that one a bit. But then the second and third did well. So yep. Okay, now we're back to Gooch with 2 strike lives left. What do you think is next? We're about exactly halfway through the board. Yep.
I'm thinking through Jim Carrey's 90s run right now, but I don't know if those would have made that kind of money. Like they did well, but it's a chunk of change, $400 million. Where kind of the bar's at right now. Let me switch gears to Adam Sandler and taking a risk, but would Pixels count here? Pixels he's live action in the movie.
Yep. Pixels counts. Yep, there it is.
Dang.
Pixels in there.
Never would have guessed that one.
Yep.
Bad movie.
Pixels similar to like Sonic, where they're not like there's like animated bits, but it's like a live action movie. So it's like, but yeah. The only thing not in here is like true anime where it's like voice.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. I was thinking through some voice work from Jim. Okay. Yeah, I forgot. It says live action. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing with Adam Sandler and Jim. Like they've got some older ones that are like again super popular,
Mhm.
but I don't know how well they did in the box office.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's one or two more like blockbusters Ryan has been in that I am not thinking of. There's no way that made that much money. Just cause it's no Sonic screwed me. Sonic screwed me. Let's just do Happy Gilmore for Adam.
Great guess, but not going to be on there.
That's
And
fine.
Happy Gilmore 2 obviously can't be on there either because it's going to be a Netflix original coming out in like a month or two.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Gooch, you got 2 lives left to try and run through the board. We're over halfway through the board. So Gooch, where do you want to guess next? We got 2 Ryans, 2 Adams, and 2 Jims.
Maybe Green Lantern?
Good pull.
Trying to go through the rest of the Marvel and ones, but that not going to be there for you. So flop for him.
Oh,
2 X's. You got 1 life left. Opportunity to run up the score if you can get another pull or 2.
I get Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill's not going to be on there.
No.
I don't think any of the ones left are ones that either you should really be kicking yourself for not getting, because I think, well, with Adam Sandler specifically, I feel like he has like 24 movies around the 200 million mark, so it could have been really any pick here. But we'll go through the rest of them. So number 4 was another franchise film from Ryan Reynolds, Fast and Furious Hobbs and Shaw.
Literally never would have get. I told like no way.
So forgettable that he's in that. But then a huge drop off. So he dropped then $300 million to Pokemon Detective Pikachu as next up.
Nice.
And then Adam Sandler, again, he has so many movies right around this 200 million mark. So just picking the right ones. Click was in there.
I almost guessed that. That was my next Adam guess.
Yep.
Gosh dang it.
Click got the pull. And then Big Daddy. So it was some 90s Sandler in there. Turn of the century Sandler. And then going to Jim Carrey in the number 2 spot. Bruce Almighty, random pull. Like I didn't know Bruce Almighty had $500 million.
When I did Truman Show, it was a coin flip of whether I wanted to do Truman Show or Bruce. Dang it.
Yeah, Bruce Almighty $500 million. I don't know if Steve Carell had the same pull for Evan Almighty, but Bruce Almighty did very well. And then number 4, 90s. I believe this is 90s. The Mask.
I was thinking about that.
It was that or Ace Ventura. And,
both of them were percolating in your brains, but no, I think you guys got the big ones. The rest were very tricky. So Gooch wins that round by 10, but still completely anyone's game. I think so. It's 24-point lead for Gooch going to the final round. But I think of the last few playoff matchups we've done in the quads, it's been far bigger leads than that going to the final round. So this could be anyone's game right now. So what this is real sabotage, the same thing you guys did before. Except, you're picking the clues for each other, trying to subtract as many points as possible from the other opponent. So first up, Wafellow, you're guessing what movie it is, but Gooch is going to be choosing the clues for you. So Gooch, you have a 24-point lead, and now's your chance to try and build as much of a lead as you can before it's going to be your turn to finish it out. What's the first clue you want to give Wafellow?
Let's do duration.
Duration for 3 points, 1 hour, 37 minutes.
A short one. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, just keep going. I got nothing.
Yep. And remember, for both of you, if you guess and get it wrong, it'll be 5 points subtracted. So just.
Yeah. Okay. I forgot about that.
Then can we do Oscar noms?
Oscar nominations. This movie has 0 Oscar nominations. 0 noms. Hour 37.
Keep going.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. All right. No. Can we do Letterboxd average?
Average rating for this is a 3.8. So hour and a half long, pretty well liked movie.
Okay. Yeah. Keep going.
No Oscar noms.
Can we get cinematographer?
Cinematographer is Darren Okada.
Yeah. Keep going.
Let's do global box office.
This movie brought in 130 million, so decent. Not making any top 5 lists on the previous slide, but made money.
Could still be 5,000 things. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah. Let's do writers.
Writers of this, Tina Fey wrote this movie. Tina Fey wrote this film.
What? Okay, so I feel like it's going to be maybe in the comedy genre, maybe. Yeah, I still don't want to. Only 130 million. She wrote it. How interesting. Yeah, keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do genre.
Genre. So confirming what his suspicions were. It is a comedy, a drama comedy.
She didn't write that, did she? Hour 37. I don't know the writer of that movie that I'm thinking. Let's do yeah, let's do.
Need another clue, or are you gonna guess?
Yeah, I feel like the next clue might help.
Mm.
So let's do one more, and then I might take a guess.
All right, let's do your Letterboxd score.
Oh, frick! I forgot that was in there.
Another log and no rating.
Okay, well that does eliminate what I was thinking. I think.
Oh, well, that helps then.
So then maybe that helps. So this is probably an older movie because I've been pretty good about actually rating things the past couple of years since I've been doing it. Yeah, one more.
So yeah, that provides you information.
Okay, let's do release year.
Okay.
Confirming his suspicions, it was not a new release. It was a 2004 movie written by Tina Fey, drama comedy, logged it 3.8 average, $130 million, hour and a half, no Oscar noms.
What the frick is that movie? Please don't be this movie because I can't think of the name of it. Please don't be that one. I watched it at like a party and it was like on in the background. I forgot. It's like such a popular movie, but I can't think of the name. But that might be it. So I'm just gonna talk out loud. There's like Crazy Stupid Love was one that I was thinking. I think it maybe made a little bit more than that. I know it's more of a rom-com. I don't know if it falls into that category, and I feel like I would know if Tina Fey wrote that, but I feel like that's a 2000s kind of comedy thing that I've watched, but I think I would have rated that one. I really, really like that movie. So let's go again.
Can we get director?
The director for 25 points is Mark Waters. Mark Waters.
You knew that wouldn't help me. You knew. You searched into my brain. What is that movie? I'm going to guess 13 going on 30.
Not 13 going on 30, but I love that guess. That guess.
Great. I think that's the one I was trying to think of. Okay, so go ahead.
Let's go third build actor.
Third build actor is Lizzie Kaplan.
Just give me the whole board at this point.
I was like, Gooch, do you know what movie this is?
Yeah, I do.
I was gonna say that's because you strategically chose an actor that the billing I think was a smart choice. Pick third build.
And he's not choosing the 2-pointer last date watch because at the beginning of this I said that normally helps me. He's too good. He's too good.
You gave it away.
I know. I got to shut up sometimes. Yeah, keep going. I got no idea.
Let's do last date watched.
There it is.
Now he gives
rated but no diary date. So it might not have helped as much as you were expecting.
No,
only 2 points. So only 2 points.
I said I was fine losing. Gooch is a worthy opponent. Yeah. Yeah, keep going. Let's see if I can get it even with all the clues.
All right. Number of words in title.
Yeah, because I think the next two are the ones I'll give it away. But 2 words. 2 words in this title.
2 words. A drama comedy from 2004. I rated it? No, I didn't rate it. I logged it.
Yeah, it's like logged in your
Because I don't care enough about it. Frick. Notebook is one word. It's also not a comedy. Drama, comedy. Go ahead. Second build actor.
Second build actor. Mm-hmm. The lead will give it away.
Rachel McAdams.
Is this? No. Huh? Bro, no.
Maybe.
Wait, what?
I'll tell you, it's not The Notebook. But
No,
Rachel McAdams would be the connection there.
There's only once it revealed.
Yeah.
About Time?
Not About Time.
Go ahead.
It's 2 words.
About Time is 2 words. Lead actor?
Sure.
Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, yeah. I don't care about this movie. Is it Mean Girls?
Yes, it's Mean
Yeah,
Girls.
I don't care about that movie at all. Yeah, I don't feel bad about that at all, actually.
Mean Girls is a good movie. Mean Girls.
No, it's
I love
great.
Mean
It's
Girls.
great. I watched it one time and it's just like not my thing. You know what I mean?
One of those with just in one ear out the other type thing. I get it.
Dude, I was about to get so pissed because Rachel McAdams is in About Time, which could be considered a drama comedy rom-com
definitely,
thing. And it's in my Letterboxd top 4. And I was going to be like, did I not rate it on accident?
Yeah. You have to run to Letterboxd to make that work. But
okay, so there's like no way I win, right? Like it's mathematically.
Yeah, unfortunately. Well, I mean, technically, I guess if you wipe the board clean from Gooch and he still guesses and
guesses like 5 times,
or we need to sell him some letters. You know, we've seen it happen before, so I wouldn't sell anyone short. So let's get into it. Let's see what damage you can do here.
Sure. Global box office. Wait, can't we just go ahead and give it all to him? Just give it to, or do we want to play it? You want to play it?
Challenge.
Okay. All right.
Global box office for 3 points was 158 million.
I got nothing. Keep going.
All right. Oh yeah, I'll keep going. Let's give him Letterboxd average.
This movie has an average rating of 4.1.
Wow. Okay. Oscar noms.
This movie was nominated for 10 Oscars.
Good gosh. Oh my gosh. Let's go genre.
History, crime, drama.
Okay.
Pausing.
Is this Killers of the Flower Moon?
It is Killers of the Flower Moon. Good work.
We went viral on our podcast for not liking this movie. So the fact that I lose on Killers of the Flower Moon is a double whammy.
That's unreal. What was it? History that gave it away, or was it just kind of everything together blended?
10 Noms is such a There's so few movies.
Yeah, 10 Noms plus the not great box office.
Decent box office, but
but not as good as they were kind of expected for.
And then history kind of brought it over the top.
Yeah. But no, that was just a perfect kind of collection there. But you know, it's tough how these things work because you could go like if it was like Marty and Leo were the 2 clues, like those are big pointers, but that narrows down to like 6 movies. They've done like a bunch of movies together, and a lot of like Robert De Niro and Marty, that would narrow it down to like 5-6 movies. So you know, it's just the way the clues unravel on the board is kind of what gives it away. And this one just being the Oscar nom and the box office is what gave it away. But Gooch is advancing. That's a funny note with Fellow about that it's like the movie
that was like the first time
for.
The Escape Pod podcast got like any sort of notoriety, and the notoriety was just people like being awful to us on Twitter for like a month.
That was like your guys like first viral moment.
Yeah,
that was like the first viral moment was like this movie being shit on, and that's like the start of it. That's kind of unreal.
And now I lose. I take another L in regards to Killers of the Flower Moon.
Well, I do not know the Escape Pod lore that well to have done that on purpose, but it's just kind of a poetic that's
people saying we should be booed off the internet because of that movie.
No. But you know, Gooch, you're gonna be moving on here. You're gonna be facing the winner of Jonathan Fuji or George Carmi. So Gooch, how are you feeling about moving on? Who is there someone you're eyeing between Jonathan and George? Like One you might think is easier opponent, weaker.
Give me George. Let's keep this a New York City bracket, half of the bracket.
We'll make you two go and just film from the same room or something. Yeah. It's kind of this side's kind of east versus west because obviously Wafellow's in LA, and I know Jonathan's local to me here in Phoenix. Then the other side of the board, we got two people in the middle of the country, and then we have my next matchup that I'm about to film, an Australian and Brit. So kind of a world tour of face-offs. But Wafellow couldn't quite get it done today, but you're gracious in defeat. How you feeling about your performance this season? You ran through your quad, you got first place in the regular season, dominated in your first head-to-head, lost at the very end of your second head-to-head. How are you feeling about the overall Trivia 10 experience?
Yeah, first half of my Trivia 10 experience, I was the man. And then I got absolutely owned the last couple times. Mean Girls just isn't my thing, but I should have remembered that it was Tina Fey. I could have gotten it from that. You know what I mean? But I watched that movie like years after it came out. I rated it. I logged it and didn't rate it. That's so. I think my performance in the first two bits were solid. I was in the game, and then I wasn't, and then I'll just forever and always have Killers of the Flower Moon to remind me who I am. So
the real reveals are like you just never know like what movies people remember, like what like clues would be for one person. That's why it's so fascinating watching people go head to head, because like some people just like know cinematographers, and some other people know writers, and some other people like just know every actor. So it's just kind of interesting to see how it all comes together.
My first couple Trivia 10 experience, like I got it all off like after like 3 reveals, like every single one. I was like, oh, this is freaking easy.
The way the cookie crumbled, unfortunately.
Bruce Almighty.
Yeah, we'll have to see Gooch, who your opponent's going to be next. But you're on to the final 4. So congratulations. Congratulations. We will be back with Trivia 10, the next episode between the Brit and Australian, which I'm about to be filming in about 18 minutes. We'll be back with that on Friday, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Check out the Skate Podcast and Wafellow in the description down below. Check out Gooch and Lights, Camera, Barstool in the description down below as well if you haven't already. But with that, we will see you in the next episode. Peace out.